All right, everybody, how you doing tonight? It is Wednesday, December 2nd, 8 o'clock, just after 8 o'clock. We're here to talk about the Giving Thanks for Conservation banquet, virtual banquet, that's been running since last Monday, a week ago. And tomorrow night is our first virtual live auction, and that's happening live from Sean Kimbrough's shop. And so Sean's with us tonight. We're going to add him in here. We've been having a little bit of connectivity issues. We're sorting out some of the kinks for tomorrow night, but cheers, Sean. How you doing?
Cheers, man. I hope you can hear me all right now. Sorry about that. I was thinking never had any trouble with Wi-Fi. Of course, you get ready to go live, that's when you have trouble. But I got bad news for you, Dave.
All right.
You left your Woodford Reserve here last night.
Oh, man, my heart almost jumped out of my chest. And I have one of his cousins upstairs, so I know it's in good hands.
My favorite bluegrass band, Van Halen, sings a song called "Take Your Whiskey Home," and I think you should have took your whiskey home because I'm enjoying the heck out of it tonight.
Yeah. Well, so I got that whiskey. Yesterday was a great day. I got to get out on the water to kick off our pickerel championship. CCAMD.org/pickerel. Captain Tom Weaver and I just went out on the river, had some fun on the Severn River. Tom's a great guide. And I got to leave and do a promo at Anglers.
Wow.
And anybody that saw the promo at Anglers would see right behind me was a giant stack of whiskey.
Yeah.
And I think you've been keeping a secret from some people about Anglers' new stash, huh?
Yeah, man. I've been holding on to that like a good fishing spot. You don't burn a good fishing spot. And I wasn't burning Anglers, but we're going to do it tonight and tomorrow night, I guess. Maybe you did last night. But
I did, yeah.
Anglers has Top Chef whiskey now. And this is all thanks to Bridget McGraw, who is their beverage manager there. And she started talking to some of the reps. And, what goes better than good fishing and good hunting and good whiskey. And so they've got some unicorns, some stuff that you can't find anywhere else in Maryland, or at least you're going to have to know somebody to find it. And since nobody knows about it yet, then now's the time to get it. So wouldn't hurt to run down there tomorrow because I got a feeling that word is going to get out pretty quick here.
I love it. Well, so if for folks that folks know, we are streaming on CCA Facebook Live, CCA YouTube Live, Sean Kimbrough's YouTube Live. This is the exact same kind of platforms that we'll be using tomorrow night for the live auction, where I'll be with Sean and some other great friends right there in the shop and doing our live auction. And for folks that are new to CCA, we are a nationwide organization, but we're a state chapter here, and our state chapter is built on the backs of hardworking volunteers. I'm fortunate enough to work full time on behalf of our members. Looking out for our resources. Sean has been on our board for a very long time. Sean is also a life member, one of many life members who've been really stepping up to help CCA through these tough times. But each and every year, every local chapter in the state of Maryland and also throughout the country, here to Texas and the full West Coast, has local chapters of CCA that come together and they throw fundraising banquets. Just about a year ago, we were prepping for a holiday banquet that the Kent Narrows chapter that Sean's part of threw at the Chesapeake Bay Environmental Center in Graysonville. So we had a great holiday party. We had a great friend, Tom Laguna, come and play guitar. I know there was a problem, maybe a bottle of Woodford sitting on your table at the banquet, Sean. My dad still talks about it. He goes, man, that Kimbrough, he really knows how to attend and throw a party. You were one of the few guys with whiskey on your table. But anyway, our banquets are always a great time. They're open bar, fresh oysters, great food. But we haven't been able to do that this year. So we really wanted to just give you an idea that tomorrow night, you should prepare your own little party right there in your family room, right there in your office, and join us and have some fun. We're giving thanks. We're celebrating what we're doing together. I'm going to tell you about a lot of things we have coming up next year that you can get involved in as a volunteer, that you can do safely, and ways that you can engage and help, because our bay and fishing and our future of our resources are so important. And we're just excited to have these new platforms to try, to do a live auction, to raise some money to put right back into our resources here in Maryland. And so, Sean, I see you sipping on an old fashioned there. I think it's time to talk about. So when you go to Anglers tomorrow, you go to your local store. Sean's going to give you a list of ingredients, and we're going to talk a little bit about how you make one of these Eastern Shore old fashions, right?
That's right. And so pay attention. I'm going to put the recipe on my Facebook page here in a few minutes. And Dave, I hope you'll share it on the CCA Maryland page. And we used Catoctin Creek whiskey for this old fashioned last night when we made it. But we're going to, you can use any kind. We use quality whiskey. That's all you need. Some Grand Marnier, some bitters, and I'll write it all out for you. And that's not the only one too. In fact, Lindsay is also joining us from Anglers a little later on in the show, and she's got a special cocktail for us too. So we'll let that one be a surprise, but I'll give you the ingredients to this one tomorrow night that we're going to start with. So hopefully you guys can make it with us and enjoy it as we go along with the auction. Man, I'm so excited about this because Tom and Ty are going to do a fantastic jazz number. Tom's an amazing guitarist. He's first call for Baltimore Symphony, Washington, D.C. Symphony, plays in some of the finest venues around in the country, and has played with so many fantastic musicians all over the world. And we're really lucky to have that kind of talent right here as one of our members.
Yeah.
So he's going to be joining us. And looking forward to that. And then Charles Rodney. Oh, my God. One of my personal heroes. Just an amazing fellow. I love talking to the guy. I can't wait for him to visit my shop tomorrow night. And he's going to be calling the auction. He's a heck of an auctioneer. I almost said engineer. He's a good engineer, too, but he's a heck of an auctioneer. And he's going to be calling the auction, and we'll probably get him to tell a few stories, too, I hope. Because that's what it's all about here in the shop. That's his chair. Right there.
There you go. I had a great talk with Charles today. We're all looking forward to getting him out over there. Charles, the Rabbit Man, Rodney is just a great friend of CCA and great friend of sportsman organizations around this region for a very long time. Just a tremendous friend. So yeah, it's gonna be fun, Sean. I was listening to some of Tom's music today, and Tom and Ty, and just previewing some of their stuff on YouTube. And my wife Kelly says, "Man, what's that? I really like that." That's good. So it was playing here today, getting a little, fun ready for the ready for tomorrow.
Good. Yeah, you're gonna like it. It's really good stuff, and I'm excited. And by the way, Charles has donated a trip. Now you can actually go hunting with him and his world famous dogs, and they literally are world famous. Maybe we'll post a link, or maybe I already did post a link to one of Winchester Arms videos about Charles hunting. Fantastic video. Just makes you want to go. And I want to go. And, the hardest part about rabbit hunting, and I haven't done a lot of rabbit hunting since I was a kid, but the hardest part is finding good land to hunt on. And we got that covered too. Charles has it covered because Stanley Watkins, who is just another one of my favorite people in the world, is in Annapolis, and a doctor there, a retired doctor, has put together some property over on the Eastern Shore that he designed specifically for rabbit hunting. At Charles Rodney's advice. And so that's where you can hunt. So you're going to be bidding against me on this trip.
I'll tell you.
A fun one.
You're absolutely right. And so check it out. We just had our first comment pop up. I didn't get a chance to remind people of this, but if you're logged into YouTube and watching through YouTube Live, there should be the ability to chat on the right side. If you're on Facebook, it's normal. You just post a post, ask a question, right in the comments, and we can see it. We can share it. We can comment back, and that's going to be really important as soon as we get into talking about the fishing tournament, the Schumann Winter Classic. That's coming next. I really just wanted to get Sean here to talk about what's coming tomorrow night. As you can see on the screen, this is our brand new piece of our website we just added. It's the ccamd.org/live auction. The address scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It should be scrolling now, right, Sean?
Yep, it's going.
All right. So yeah, I can't see that other screen right now, but so this is it. You come here, and it explains to you there's 3 ways to participate. For YouTube Live, you can chat and bid right by chatting to us in the YouTube Live chat function. So if that's how you want to watch it, you have to log into YouTube to do it that way. But that's for folks that don't have a Facebook. And then Facebook Live, it's pretty simple. I think Facebook users are used to this stuff. You can comment in the feed. We will see it. And then the last form to bid is a text message me. So Charles will be calling the bids. I'll be right there with him, talking our way through tomorrow night. And I'll have my phone, and you'll be able to text. And what you will do is you'll text the item number. All of these items are numbers 501 through 511. You can preview them at givingthanks.givesmart.com. You can also preview them right here. I'll show you that next. And they'll be on your screen tomorrow night. You'll be able to see what you're bidding on. And so what you do is you send me a text message. It's real simple. Let's say it's item 501. You go 501 and the dollar amount. That's your text. It's nice and quick. You can text me quick. And all these different platforms have slightly different delays, and that's because of everybody's different connectivity to the web. And so you may have delays. Partway through, you may need to refresh. We're going to give you instructions on what to do, maybe pivoting based on what's happening with the live feed. This isn't a perfect science for us, but we wanted to explain to everybody how it works tonight and give you a chance to mess around with these commenting and everything else. And as Sean was talking, we were talking about the great trips that are available. We're right here on our website, ccamd.org/live auction. You can view all the auctions right here. Auction items, it'll take you right to our GiveSmart page. GiveSmart is our instant buys, our silent auctions, our memberships, our life memberships, and a preview of our live auction. You cannot bid on the live auction there, but that's everything right there in one. The presentation, just the actual slides, is on here on the download the PDF button. I'm not sure if you can see this, Sean. Nope. Let me go ahead and change something out real quick. I just want to show folks exactly what they can find and where. So give me 1 second.
Yeah, there's some good fishing trips on there too. I'm looking forward to some of those as well. Oh yeah, there's Donnie's place down on the Pax River.
Yep. What we try to do is every single one of these trips is donated. Everything. 100% donations, and it's from great folks that have been supporting us for so long. You're going to see some local guides, some great experiences. So we might as well walk through them, right?
Yeah, if you got time.
Yes, sir. The only thing I don't have is an old-fashioned, but that's boo on me, right?
Well, in a few minutes, I'm going to make another one of yours, so I'll drink it for you.
Cheers, buddy. So here we go. Yeah, Don McDougall, Don and Jean, a tremendous family that's been supporting CCA probably since the beginning. They have this beautiful house, a restored farmhouse. I mean, these pictures don't do it justice, but you can see how beautiful it is. This is a beautiful shed. You can see this pool. It's almost like an infinity pool in the yard. I mean, it's beautiful. A nice spot, really some old neat historic buildings, but a great spot to spend some time with your family, get away from it all. A boat dock right there in the far distance. There is the Patuxent River. This is just southwest of Prince Frederick. I think it's called Battle Creek right there on the left that we're looking at. I can't quite remember, but it's just a gorgeous spot. And there's some kayaks and stuff like that and canoes to use for folks that don't have a boat. And the McDougalls are just tremendous people. And so you can see the details here. You'll have a year to book it, and you can head on down and enjoy a beautiful weekend or five-night stay down there at the McDougalls farmhouse.
Yeah, great place to social distance, take the family, and enjoy the pool, enjoy the bay. That's fantastic.
Absolutely. Yeah, next we have a half-day charter with Tom Weaver. Tom is a tremendous guy. I mean, has an amazing resume, a boat builder, a professional sailor. He is Eastport Annapolis, his very own pirate, Kiwi pirate. Tom is a New Zealand native and just a tremendous all-around, well-rounded guy. But you know what he is? A super talented angler with a great network around him and a lot of great friends. You can see the young men in these pictures. Tom's great with kids, great with after-school trips. His boat is in the water in Eastport at Allsop Marina, right in Eastport, right by Davis Pub. Yeah, hop right on the boat. Tom takes care of you with everything. He has top-notch gear from All Tackle, Grundens, great gear for you. I was fishing with him yesterday, and he's just a joy to fish with. His 23 Seahawk is a tremendous fly fishing platform, great light tackle platform, and Tom really knows how to safely get folks out for a great day on the water. So, thank you to Tom so much for your support of CCA. Folks, if you didn't see our quick video yesterday of pickerel fishing, check it out. You can see Tom's Facebook and website links right there, at Fish with Tom and fishwithweaver.com.
Yeah, if you ever hang out at the Boatyard Bar and Grill, you probably ran into Tom, and that's where I've closed down that bar a few times with him. Great guy. I would try my New Zealand accent here, but I'm going to spare you that. But that's going to be a fantastic trip. Yeah,
it'd be tough to cut through your Long Island accent you have, Sean.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so 503. This is Frank Bonanno. Frank is a great friend of CCA, former chairman, former treasurer, former chapter president, a life member. Frank lives in Baltimore and is a tremendous chef, a tremendous Italian chef too, but he can cook all sorts of stuff. Frank makes a really, really good pizza dough. I mean, it's just, he's a dollars and cents guy. He's a money guy, very detail oriented. He knows how to make the perfect ingredients for a great pizza party. And we know that this is a little tough with social distancing and COVID, but we hope we can all get together. And if not, this is you get a pizza party where Frank works with you, coordinates, makes the pizzas you want. You set up the date. You make sure you have the right specifics. You have a nice outdoor space. You could have a nice outdoor party. And if you want, Frank can kind of put everything together and send it off to you. The joke was it would be like Frank Corby pizza, the old pizza kits that people used to have. But anyway, so Frank's a great chef, and this is just a fun one. Real giving guy who's given to CCA for a long time and can really up your game, teach you how to do this, because grilled pizzas are to die for. Sean, I know you know that because we had a grilled pizza party at your house.
Yeah, I was going to say I've had an opportunity to go to 2 different pizza parties that Frank hosted, and they were both fantastic. I mean, it's not just fantastic; it's actually next level stuff. You want to get in on this. You're going to see some stuff you've never seen before. He has it down to a science. It's really good.
Absolutely. Well, there's Jamie Lynn Buffington. Thank you so much for JLS Rod's support. And Jamie's a great friend of CCA too. She was on with us the other night. Best pizza ever. You are absolutely right. It is fantastic. I'm sorry, folks, I'm not keeping up with all the comments, but we'll get talking tournament soon. And let's move back into the live auction items. So here you go, a full day on the bay with Captain Tyler Nunn. Tyler is great. Just all around great, top-notch captain, top-notch gear. The right attitude, the right focus, is really conservation-minded, knows how to educate his anglers on how to have a great day on the water and also turn those into skills that they can use down the road. Always a big smile and a great supporter of CCA. Tyler typically travels to Florida in the wintertime. I don't know about that with everything going on right now, but we're lucky to have him, a Maryland native, and he knows the Chesapeake from one end to the other without a doubt. He's focused in the lower bay in Virginia in the summertime. He'll move around based on where bites are. Here's a great example of some of the fish you can pursue. Cobia. There's some beautiful Virginia speckled trout. There's a rockfish. Tyler's got it all, knows what to do. This is for 4 anglers, a full day. You'll just catch up with Tyler, and you can see his contact information on the screen there and custom tailor a trip to you. I guarantee you, if you've never fished with him and you buy this trip, it'll be the first of many. And if you know what you're bidding on here, it's a great time to fish with Tyler. Just a tremendous captain. Sean, I know you've done some fishing with him.
Oh, absolutely. I fished with him in Florida at least, I can't tell you how many times, at least 4 or 5 years. And also at the Bridge Tunnel and all around here. Nobody has more fun fishing than Tyler Nunn. I mean, he's going to be laughing the whole time you're out there, and he's going to have you laughing, and you're also going to catch fish, and lots of fish. Great guy. Love Tyler.
Yes. So, Tom, thanks for commenting. We want you to know what's going on. Tom asked, can you tell us where to find out what's being auctioned off? So what you see on your screen right now that I'm going through, and what's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. So the scrolling at the bottom of the screen, you'll see it says ccamd.org/live auction. I also just put that in the comments. And then it's tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. we go live. Givingthanks.givesmart.com, what you see scrolling now, is our silent auction, and it's where you can preview absolutely everything we have going on right now. The live auction preview is in there. The document we're looking at is at live auction, ccamd.org/live auction, and this is just a PDF that we've uploaded. So I'm just scrolling through the PDF PowerPoint. This is exactly what you'll see on your screen tomorrow night as we do the live auction bidding. And just like Tom posted, just like Jamie posted, made those comments, those are the comments that we're going to be looking at as you make your bids. So you make your bids tomorrow night, just like you're making comments right now. And again, Tom, this document should be here right in the middle of ccamd.org/live auction. There should be a link for it. It says download a PDF. So here's number 505, Captain Walleye Pete Dahlberg. Pete has been a supporter of CCA for probably 20 years. I see there 20 years of guiding. We're here. We've been here 25. Pete, CCA is how I met Pete. A tremendous angler on a tremendous fishing platform, fishing over 200 days a year. He knows where to find what, has the top-notch technology, trolling motors and side scan, and just really knows how to do it. The fun guy likes to yuck it up with his anglers. I love a little bit of fun back and forth with Pete. And you can see his great contact information, big red drum, big speckled trout. He fishes out of Southern Maryland. And this is a full day, again, with Captain Walleye Pete. Pete is a tremendous guy. He's great eyes and ears on the water, too. He's constantly calling me to find out what's going on. Give me ideas what's going on for our advocacy work and our advisory work we do at DNR. Pete's always some great eyes on the water. So thank you so much, Pete, for that donation.
No doubt that Pete works really hard to put you on the fish, and he knows that Southern Maryland area better than anybody I know. And so that's going to be a fun trip for somebody. Anybody who's fished with Pete knows that he's going to put you on the fish.
Absolutely. So, Tom, if you can hear us, did you find the live auction page that we're going through right now? Another point, from when I just spoke to when you all hear it, or when the auction or when the actual comments come through, there's various delays depending on what platform you're on. So tomorrow night, the text message option, texting me, is a great option for live, making sure it comes through really quick for your bidding. And that said, we were going to take plenty of time to make sure every bidder gets a chance to make their bids on these events. And great, Tom found our page. And so, folks, the delay is a reality of the world we're in these days. It's just what it is. And the fix to that is always to refresh. And if you have the ability, plug straight into your router with an Ethernet cord. I think we've all been virtual for too long now and understand all the pitfalls of it. But I joke around on Zoom calls sometimes. I say it's like living in a Saturday Night Live skit sometimes. So anyway, we're back here. So this is a tremendous trip. CCA was founded in Texas. That's where our home office is in Houston. And Robert Taylor has been a CCA guy for a long time. First an assistant director in CCA Texas. He is now our director of state development at CCA National, and is just a great sportsman, great angler, super talented. He and his friend Troy has this beautiful house down in Port O'Connor, Texas. This is where Espiritu Santo Bay and Matagorda Bay meet, kind of above Corpus, down south of Houston. So Corpus Christi or Houston are your best flight options. I believe both of them have Southwest flights right here from Baltimore. And frankly, anybody in the country can bid on any of these trips. So you could be a Texan and buy this one if you wanted to. But Marylanders, anybody in our audience, I recommend this one wholeheartedly. Down in Texas, you can see Troy on the right and Robert on the left with that big trout. They're wading. They wade fish. That's Robert out on the surf. There's certain times of year those big trout like that run the surf, and they're catching them on top waters and spooks and getting out on the beach. It's not easy. Sometimes it's a boat ride and a hike. What you see Troy with, you can see it's cold. So for a Texan, that's probably about 70 degrees. And Troy had to put that winter hat on. But look at that big old bull drum, and you can see he's knee-deep in water. I was fortunate enough to fish with these guys, with Mike Whistle as well, our vice chairman. We were down at a board meeting in Texas, and we took an extra day. We rented a car, and we drove down to fish with Robert and Troy, stayed in this beautiful home. If you were actually standing on that dock at this home right now, behind you is just nothing but beautiful marsh, Espiritu Santo Bay, and then the Port O'Connor Inlet, and then the Gulf. Nothing blocks your view, but just a beautiful, relaxing scene. Underneath this dock, or this deck, which is on the second story, are two boat slings carrying these amazing little boats that they use down there that go real shallow and can cut across the flats. There's a beautiful bar. You're going to hang out. You're going to stay at the house. You can see that meals aren't available, but I know these two, they'll mix it up in the kitchen and have some fun. And you got to be physically capable of wade fishing. You'll be getting out. It's not real mucky, but you're going to want to wear at least wading boots, if not waders. You're talking a little bit of muck on these seagrass flats and oyster rocks, and you want boots to protect your feet. You could be fishing in a foot of water. You could be fishing more like belly button deep. It all depends on where you are and what you're doing. But it's a lot of fun. It's all artificial. So jig heads, soft plastics, top waters, and these gentlemen know how to fish. I mean, through and through. I'll tell one quick little tale. We're standing on a cut, and it was 2 years ago as the tide was pouring through this hole, and Troy was about 75 yards to the left of me. And he catches a fish and catches a fish. And I'm throwing, I can't remember what I was casting, but whatever I was casting, I just couldn't quite get far enough. And I hollered at Troy. I said, man, get over here and catch this fish. I can't figure out what's going on. Well, fish kept boiling just out of casting range. And I catch a little trout. I caught a flounder. I may have caught a little redfish, throwing popping corks. And then Troy walks over. He casts about 3 feet further than me and catches a redfish the size of the one in his hands right there. Boom. So it's really cool just being on that level and being and fishing. And these two guys are as laid back as you can imagine. Those are the kinds of folks that belong fishing with Troy and Robert. You want to be laid back, go with the flow, spend a day on the water, really focused on catching these big, beautiful fish of a lifetime. That's the right kind of person to buy this trip. If you have any physical issues where you cannot wait, I do not recommend this. That would be a tough day for you for sure. And anyway, it's a beautiful day in a beautiful part of the country where CCA was founded. And the reason that these beautiful fish are out there is there are no shallow water gill nets in Texas, and there haven't been for years, thanks to CCA's hard work.
Yeah, those guys, I haven't ever had a chance to fish with Troy and Robert, but I put away some steaks in Houston one night with them at a CCA National Board meeting, and they are a lot of fun to hang out with, too. That's another trip I may bid on. It sounds like a great trip.
It really is. It really is. It's a fun one. You can't beat fishing down there. It's so much fun, and bid on it, win it, and head on down. So there we go. Here's the next one. There he is, Charles Rodney, the man, the myth, the legend, and a great team of sportsmen there. Looks like they had a great day. I see some friendly faces in that truck there. So there's the pack of dogs. Charles has this amazing pack of beagles. Like Sean was saying, Dr. Stanley Watkins has donated his Chesapeake Wildlife Heritage Farm in Kent County. I think it's just outside Rock Hall. And Charles is a very, very popular date. He has a lot of different he's got a schedule. And when rabbit season gets here, when deer season's over, he can get on land. He gets out there, and he's got a busy schedule. He's always got a friend coming with him to help him out with the pack and that knows the show. And this will be a tremendous trip for a group of folks. I'd say 3 to 4 hunters is about right. Yeah, there you go. It says 3 hunters. And Charles will explain all the details about this. And like Sean said, there's a great video done by Winchester that showcases Charles. It may have been Stanley's farm. If not, it was a very similar one. And there's a great article that Joe Evans did in Chesapeake Bay Magazine that talks about Charles as well. He's also been on a tremendous number of podcasts, the Meat Eater podcast, and is just a tremendous sportsman and a great friend of mine and great friend of CCA. So this is a gem. When I was talking to Charles today, he already told me there's at least one member out there that claims they're going to win this hunt. So everybody, the bidding should be hot, and it's a lot of fun. And then I'll tell you, you can't beat rabbit when it comes to meat and wild game meat. Rabbit is tremendous. It's diverse. It's clean. It's right from the land, and they have a great diet. Rabbit is a great meal for your family as well.
Yeah, Charles is from New Orleans originally, and I bet he's got some Creole rabbit recipes that are pretty good too. What a great trip. That's going to be so much fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll have Charles tell a few stories tomorrow night about his upbringing and his times in the hunting swamp rabbits down in Louisiana. He's told me all about that sometimes, and gosh, he's fun, man. Can't beat Charles. So, all right, folks, let's get on to the next one. Let me get back to my other screen. All right. Keeping it real with Real Life Charters, Captain Marty Hackett. Marty Hackett's one of our Central Chapter members and has always really helped out with our fundraisers up there and been a tremendous friend of CCA. Marty will get you out for a great day on the water. I mean, look at that big rockfish, the big redfish. Marty's got a great boat for family setup. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but nice like cuddy cabin style. Plenty of room, and just an all-around great guy that knows how to get you out there fishing and having a good time. So you get a trip with Marty here, and you can check out his website and his Facebook right there on the screen. Give that a look, and this is another great trip from a fantastic volunteer that's been helping us out for many years now. So thank you, Captain Marty. This will be a good one.
Yeah, Marty's really chipped in on that Winchett. What's the name of the chapter up there? I can't think of the name of it.
Central region. Yep.
I always can never make Central work with that far north in Maryland. but yeah, and just lots of fun. I've never fished with Marty, but I fished right beside him several times. In fact, one time when he pulled about a 50-pound red drum right out from under my boat. So I wouldn't run for that one.
Yeah, my dad went fishing with him, bought this trip in a Central region banquet a couple of years ago. And my dad, anybody that knows him, I get the true, unfiltered, clear opinion of Drew all the time. And he came home from that trip and he goes, that Marty's a great guy. It was a good fishing trip. He knows how to fish. That is high praise. So thank you again, Marty. This is a great trip. All right, Potomac River. Oh, you want to talk about another one? I mean, we really pulled out the best of the best of CCA for this one. And all these are donations. This is Captain Dennis Fleming. Dennis has done all sorts of great work for conservation for a tremendous career and things that I won't even get right. But I mean, the man knows the Potomac. He is completely committed to Southern Maryland and taking care of our fisheries. He chaired the Potomac River Fisheries Commission for quite a while, and has always been a tremendous voice for conservation, doing yellow perch release work. And, he and I had a great chat yesterday as we were polishing up this trip. And, Dennis has some great ideas for the for the Pax River chapter. He is the chapter president down there from Fish and Big Jig Guide Service. He has donated this trip. It isn't anything but rockfish trip. Dennis knows, let's leave some rockfish alone. And he wants to get you up around D.C. in a really cool boat. It's a Deckelman workboat. So that's a custom boat built out of, I believe, Rock Hall. And he's going to get you out there up to, I think he said 6 people, and get out there and do stuff like this crappie fishing, like blue cats, tour around, look at DC from a different angle. And the guy's an encyclopedia, and will just be a tremendous trip for you. A really fun one for local folks in Northern Virginia and DC. Easy to meet him at any kind of reasonable location. Dennis will roll the red carpet out for you. And again, an amazing, tremendous supporter of CCA for probably close to 25 years now.
Yeah. Dennis shares my passion for panfish. In fact, we've been catching some pretty big yellow perch in the last couple of years, and we wouldn't have those if it hadn't been for some of the work that Dennis has done. He's been very active in yellow perch management over the past, and the difference that he's made, we all owe him a debt of gratitude for.
100%. And wait until we hit 2021 and you hear the idea that Dennis and I talked about yesterday, and I pledged to him we're making it a reality. It's related to our little friends, the yellow perch. It's related to some key traditional fishing spots and runs down in Southern Maryland. We're making baby yellow perch. We just haven't figured out how yet. So it's going to have to happen. We're going to have some fun. We're bringing it back because they are truly the people's fish. They are the first fish for so many people. I forgot to tell, I don't think it made it to Tom's video, but I caught a cute little 10-incher or so in the Severn yesterday. And, man, what a gorgeous critter. And, Sean, they're great in a frying pan, too.
Absolutely, they are. They're my second favorite fish in Maryland. White perch is my favorite to eat, but this time of year, man, those yellow perch are great. I see Dale Kuhn Dale is one of Dennis's partner. He's commenting there. Yeah, 13 inches with some over 50. 15-inch crappie is a big crappie, and I've seen some of the stringers that those guys bring in, both Dale and Dennis. And I mean that picture on the right there, that's an average day for those guys.
It's funny. We're all exaggerators, right? There's 15 inches of a crappie. I mean, look at this. From these fingers to here, where these fingers are, that's 15 inches. Imagine a crappie as wide as my chest. That is one. That's what you call a slab. And right there in our nation's river, man, that's going to be a good trip. That is absolutely going to be a good trip. In fact, it's terrible. COVID ruined a board of directors fishing trip that Dennis offered up to all of us at CCA right in March. He goes, man, come on, the crappie are coming. Fellow board members, I want you to come out with me. We're all going to go out and have fun. And one more thing, 2020 really threw under the bus. So, all right, there he is, Ernie Rojas. And Ernie's a great Potomac River angler and a great friend. Ernie, you're right. He is the real deal. And so are you, buddy. I can't wait till the river gets back to where it needs to be with smallmouth and you and I get out in that jet boat of yours and have some fun. Brandon Wallace, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you on there. All right. So let's get on to the next one. Man, I told you, I swear this was going to be a real quick video tonight, but why not just sit here and explain it all? I love it. Mid-Bay summer trip with Greg Shute, another judge owner, right? Greg it can actually help put you in a judge. He helps sales for judge.
I'd have my 27-foot Judge Thunder Road if not for Greg Shute. And that's the truth.
Yep.
Great guy, great fisherman. Just a fantastic individual. You're always straight. Greg is always straight up with you. Yep. You can trust him. He won't exaggerate. He won't lie to you. He will tell you exactly what's going on. And if he ever calls you in on a good fishing bite, you better go because he's going to be on the fish.
He is for sure. And those judges are great platforms. You see those young men in there and the family. Greg is he usually leaves out of Sandy Point. Or some area right around Annapolis. The boat is a tremendous platform. It's ideal for 4 anglers, especially with COVID. And, folks want to have enough space. But you can see the open air section in the back of that boat is great. It's warm. I'm sure those curtains come down. Walleye Pete has this exact same hull, very similar setup. And they're just tremendous platforms built right in Denton, Maryland. Judge is just a tremendous gem in Maryland for sure. One of these days, I'm going to get myself into one of them. And hopefully, Greg can sell it to me. So, that'll be a fun one. Greg is a very diverse angler. We'll take you out. Whatever it takes to catch the fish, he's doing it. Knows how to get it done. So there's his contact information, Facebook and website. Give it a check. Call your friends. Figure out how much everybody's going to chip in. 4 anglers chipping in to help conservation and go fishing for the day. It's going to be a fun trip. So get ready to bid tomorrow night. So while we're let me go back a little second. So tomorrow night we are going to do a break between 5:05 and 5:06. There'll be a bathroom break, a drink refresh break. Just kind of getting everybody to chill for a little bit, and we'll provide some more information. You're going to see a lot of images during these breaks, and what I'm going to talk about tomorrow night about a program that is absolutely my favorite part of my job at CCA, and it started in the Central Region. It is the Living Reef Action Campaign. So you can see this picture. It's probably small on your screen. There's a picture of me surrounded by Bel Air students. I think that's an elementary school, if I'm not mistaken, up in Harford County. That's why it's my favorite. I mean, look at that. That's kids learning how to mix concrete, work with their hands, assemble reef ball molds, learn about the bay, learn about fishing, tell me stories about things they know. The best are when the kids come up to me and talk to me like about molecular science and about atoms and why there's no oxygen in hot water because the space between all the different molecules and stuff. I mean, our teachers are so important to us. We all know that, and CCA is fortunate to have a program in the Living Reef Action Campaign where we work with teachers, we work with these great students, we work with corporate partners and other nonprofits. We're building reefs. Right up here on the top right is the Chesapeake Bay Foundation's Patricia Campbell vessel. TBF has been a tremendous supporter. Without them, we wouldn't have gotten this program off the ground. Those are reef balls covered in oyster spat. They're out at the Tillman Reef site now. There's 388 of them out there that have been deployed over a 2 or 3 year period. Great videos on our website. You'll see the link in a second. That is a living reef. There are people catching keeper black sea bass on reefs like this right now in the Chesapeake. Imagine that. You don't get that. It hadn't happened in years, and that's because we're building habitat. Habitat today is fish tomorrow. So in a normal year, I would have done probably, I think in 2019 by June, we had done 12 reef ball builds at 12 different schools. Trailer around, build about 20 of them per school, load them up on the trailers, get them ready to be deployed into the bay. We also have this program down in Southern Maryland now, thanks to this great support of our members, of our donors, of our partner organizations, of some great grants. We have a second trailer on the road in Southern Maryland. We were going to be committed to building with all fifth graders in Calvert County until COVID hit. And as soon as it's over, we're going to work with these students. And next year, we have a plan in place to build a trailer and all the resources necessary for the Eastern Shore. And so that will be 3 trailers in 3 portions of Maryland. We will be building these reef balls in masonry classes. And just in the last couple of weeks, we actually worked with DNR to get reef balls in some freshwater lakes in Western Maryland. So there's a lot going on, building a lot of great habitat, and very, very soon you're going to see a great website that will show you all of our on-land partners, our in-water partners, the places to go fishing, the tips and tricks on how to fish these spots, and how you can get involved as partners. The Eastern Shore partners we have are stepping up. Last night you may have seen shared on Facebook, Acme Tile out of Salisbury, Straight Edge Construction out of Salisbury as well. They teamed up, finding out about us from our great friend Monty Hawkins and the Ocean City Reef Foundation. Gave us a call one day. Brian called me and said, "Hey, I want to build reef balls." Well, guess what? It's the only reef ball build we've done in 2019, or 2020, pardon me, because Brian put the safeguards in place. We had a great day. We built reef balls. He is building reef balls in his yard so we can build a reef at the Janes Island Reef right outside of Crisfield. And that was a commitment we made when we started the red trout tournament down there years ago, that we would build a reef right there in Crisfield. We've already done the deep water reef in the triangle-shaped reef site right on the state line. We're bringing back a shallow water reef at the Janes Island Reef site this coming summer. There will be reef balls in Tangier Sound thanks to these volunteers. I could talk about this all night. I will stop there. But what this is, what you're bidding on, you're not bidding. You're making a donation. $2,500, we will come out and work with a group of you, of your friends, your family, to build reef balls and participate in exactly what the students participate in. Learn about our bay's ecology, the importance of three-dimensional reefs, the importance of clean water and what oysters do to remove nutrients and take care of our bay, the importance of all the different animals in the life and in the food chain and how they all play a key role in a healthy bay. And of course, reefs attract fish, build fish, they grow fish. Babies can survive because they can get inside these great structures. You'll be getting your hands dirty and working with us to get this done. This is for companies, this is for individuals, this is for friends, you name it. You donate $2,500, we're going to set up 2 days. We're going to come out, and it takes about 3 to 4 hours at the most to put them together and to mix them. And on the second day or even later in the evening, if the weather's right, you can actually crack the molds open, get the reef balls out, and then we will haul them away and get them ready for a reef. right here is an example of our great friends down in Southern Maryland, the St. Mary's River Watershed Association and some partners. They did a great build at Greenwell State Park and Greenwell, the fishing camp that our friends at the Southern Maryland Recreational Fishing Organization planned. And right here is a picture of a reef ball that's actually growing in the St. Mary's River. And that is some clean water next to it. We know why. Oysters, clean water. So Bob Lewis and his team down there have been a great partner with a reef down in Southern Maryland. We've got a reef site off of Chesapeake Beach that some charter captain friends and the town of Chesapeake Beach are going to help with. We're looking at reef sites up in the Upper Bay right now. And we also are applying for permits with some other key partners on the Eastern Shore. We're building a reef right near the Bill Burton Bridge to enhance what's already there. There's already 350 reef balls next to the Bill Burton Bridge, and that is such important access for anglers without boats. And lots of great folks that fish there all summer long. We're going to build another reef there, and we're not stopping until we have clean water flowing through these areas and build some great three-dimensional reef to have some great fish. So you can help with this. There's the website, ccamd.org/LRAC. I cannot see any comments. I'm blind to that right now. But check that out, and we'll get all these details hammered out and get you a reef ball build and having some fun with that. So that's the end of the program. And again, if you look at what's scrolling and you get on the GiveSmart site, you can do that on your phone. You can do that on your computer. The GiveSmart site also has some great other trips. Many of them are, some of them are international. Some are just across the country. And we know that in this era, we don't know what tomorrow brings with COVID and our health and our safety, and that's always paramount. But some of these trips are available. They speak to the terms. Some of them are available to book for 18 months. And you can do that in this island auction. And I'll give you a secret. If you see it right now and it says the starting bid price in those trips, is acceptable to you, you bid on that, nobody else does, you're going home with that trip for that price. And so we work with some great partners like Primus and Sporting Adventures. They have these great concierge services that'll book your trip for you. And travel insurance is extremely important these days because we don't know what the future is going to hold for our personal travel. But those are some great trips that are available as well. And you'll be able to buy anything on the silent auction into Friday night at 10 p.m. And so if for some reason all these trips aren't sold, one of these will roll into the silent auction as well for Friday's final bidding.
Yeah.
So,
one of the great things here is you don't have to be a CCA member to bid on these. Anybody can buy anywhere in the world. You can trade. In fact, I've been texting some links to some of my friends down in the Southeast, and hopefully they'll kind of get in on the action too here. But all you got to do is just tune in and bid. That's it.
That's right. Make yourself a little drink, have some snacks, and it's great. I was actually talking to one of our tremendous partners. The Tennessee just reminded me. Kenny Chesney is a board member of the Building Conservation Trust.
Yeah.
The Kenny Chesney, right? East Tennessee, tremendous musician, tremendous entertainer.
He's from Maynardville, Tennessee.
Love it.
Will read it and they say Maynardville, but it's not. It's Maynardville.
Well, so his team, he's a tremendous friend of CCA and Building Conservation Trust. They have created the No Shoes Reef Foundation, and the No Shoes Reef leaders and I were talking today. We have some great plans for Maryland. They're a big part of why a brand new web page of ours is rolling out with the map I talked about and all the reef resources you want to find for this region. It's thanks to our friends at No Shoes. And again, if some of these ideas we've been talking about right now come to fruition in 2021, we're all going to have a lot of fun, a lot of habitat, a lot of clean water, and learn a lot about how important every single one of us, the role we can play in positive impacts. But just as important, we need to know the negative impacts that we all make in our decisions every day. And whether it be, a fishing related thing or just your everyday life, we have an impact on our environment and our bay, and we have to be smart. We have to lead for strong policies into the future. It's a big part of what CCA does beyond the fun and the reefs and stuff. We're at work for you, creating your voice for recreational anglers. We have a ton of great updates coming from the advocacy side of CCA, and we're going to do that on a whole other night with a whole lot of lead in for that, because I want you all to understand exactly what CCA is doing through great work of our volunteers and our hardworking leaders. So that's what you're supporting. Lots of great stuff. And we're just so happy to be heading over to the shop tomorrow night, Sean. I'm excited and can't wait to see you. So
Looking forward to having you. I think you've been here twice getting this set up already, and this is the third night virtually, and tomorrow night we'll make 4. So you're always welcome, Dave. It's great to have you. In fact, I'm ready to make myself welcome to another glass of your rye whiskey.
Amen, buddy. Amen. You earned it. You're such a great supporter. So thank you so much. All right, folks. This has been 45 minutes now. Wow, you let Sean and I get talking. We're going to talk about the Schumann tournament. Sean, I'll say good night to you. Thank you. So the Schumann tournament, folks, was supposed to be this Saturday. I was talking with our title sponsor, Bill Montgomery from BKD. He and I know that the right move here is to give you all flexibility, to be safe, to be careful out there on the water. So with the Schumann tournament, we have changed the format. And I think you saw an email today, or you can see in these posts some of the details. And they're kind of unfolding. I'm getting feedback from some folks, and that's how we do things here at CCA. We try and get a committee or a task force to work on some things and give some good ideas. Good ideas, there's a million of them out there. There's also plenty of bad ideas. I'm making the decisions here today with Bill for your safety and what's best for you as anglers. This is a catch photo release tournament. You can go fishing after the season's over. The Potomac River is open until the end of the year. And so the tournament's open to all the tidal tributaries of the Chesapeake. You want to catch big rockfish. You want to fish as a team. All that's the same. But other than that, you pick one day between this Saturday, and the following Sunday, the 13th. And you will get a day that you will declare. And we're going to post all the information on the tournament page and communicate with every single registered angler so they understand what's going on. I will be available to answer questions, and we'll explain it. But it's not that different. You're going to go fishing. You're going to have fun. You're going to abide by lines in, lines out. You're going to take your pictures against a ruler. You're going to register. For $75, you get a great sweatshirt, the $50 sweatshirt. That includes your shipping. If you're not fishing the tournament, you can absolutely get one of those sweatshirts too. They're on our website. And so that's the Winter Classic. And actually, let me switch up the banner here at the bottom. And so that way we can give you all the links you need to get into the Winter Classic. So can't talk and type. There it is, the Winter Classic. Let's see here. ccamd.org/Winter Classic. Again, title sponsor, our great friends at BKD. And so, folks, here we sit on December 2nd. Sign up. If for some reason you cancel and you can't make it and you need a refund, let us know. We want you to have complete flexibility for a safe, fun day on the water. And BKD gave you a deadline of, I think it was today or yesterday, to sign up, and you could get a 25% discount. Well, the 25% discount is now extended until December 10th. So if you register, you will get a message from Bill from BKD. You'll get a 25% discount on a purchase on their website, a code for that. And so thank you, Bill, for passing those savings on, and that's those savings on to our members. That's the kind of company BKD has always been for CCA and always helping us out. And so go ahead and do that by December 10th if you register. But ultimately, you're going to get out there fishing, right? And the idea is not, okay, you're out fishing, you're on a hot bite, and you send a message to a friend, and next thing you know, it's like, oh, I'm registering for the tournament while I'm on the water. It's not the intent here, folks. Plan your day as if it's the same. Everybody's fishing on the same day. Go out, and you're going to have to declare, I think 24 hours in advance is what we're going to do. 24 hours. So if you're going to fish tomorrow, you'd already had to have declared. And we'll have to know. And I'll sort that out. We haven't gotten the systems in place yet. But the idea is that you declare, we give you a code. Your code will be unique to you and your team. So nobody knows it until you actually register. And we're going to give it to you in the dark before the day you fish. And that way we know when you go fishing, because lines in's after sunrise, lines out's before sunset. You can't take a picture of a fish in the dark that counts. So you're going to go out there, you're going to take a picture of your fish with your name against the fish and your name against the ruler. I'm sorry, the code. That's how we know that when you were out there fishing. We've actually had folks cheat in the past and caught them. So, that's not what this is about. This is around fellowship, camaraderie, safety, fun, fishing, gannets bombing out of the sky. I see a comment from Dale Kuhn about, from Troy, are we still selling the hoodies? Yes. The hoodies are available. They're on the website store. I think I've got a banner set up ready to go for that. Can't fish? Pick up a tournament sweatshirt today. ccamd.org/apparel. That should take you to the only item in our store right now, aside from fish tags. It's a sweatshirt. It's navy blue. a Gildan, I think 9-ounce, printed by our great friends at Uniform Graphics. We've got a really cool design for you. I showed it the other night. Let me see if I can't get that design going or pulled up for you. Let's see here. You'll have time again to buy this. So the way this works, and the way we can offer the best savings as possible to our members, and really benefit CCA, benefit our local businesses we work with. We're including shipping. It'll be shipped directly from the printer from Uniform Graphics. So $50 for this sweatshirt. I think I'm going to share it here for you. Give me a second. There it is. All right. Let's see. There it is, popped up on the screen. So you can see the you've got the gannets diving down the sleeve, splashing into water by your wrist. You got gannets and menhaden and a rockfish and some oysters, and it's just we wanted to have a fun little design. So 25th anniversary on the front chest. This is one of the last 25th anniversary shirts we're going to have, or products we're going to have. We've been doing that all year, so check that out. You can absolutely get your shirt for $50. Let's say you register. Let's say you register, $75, right? You can't fish. You call me and you say, hey, look, I'm not going to be able to fish. I'd like a refund. Well, what I'm going to say to you is, if you want your $75 back, great, we'll give it to you. But if you want $25 back, you still get your sweatshirt. So that's an option. Again, flexibility, safety, having fun. That's what fishing's all about. That's what our tournaments are all about. So check that out on our website. And then if folks need help with iAngler, I know it's new to somebody. I'm not going to go on tonight any longer and walk through exactly how to log. But if you need some help, let me know. Give me a call. Shoot me a text. After the live auction's over tomorrow, we'll be focused on this event and ready to roll. So iAngler's pretty darn simple. You're going out there and taking pictures of your fish. It is a smartphone app, okay? So you want to download it on your phone. It is connected to your email. So your username is unique to your email. If you have a team, in an ideal situation, let's just say you want to sign up your team. We had a guy sign up today. It would be team member name and email. Mobile number would be great. Sent in an email to information@ccamd.org. It says this on the site, the tournament site. All right, so you send that information, and what we do is we load you in and get you set up as a team. Right now, I haven't gotten around to setting everybody up as their teams, but you put you as a team. Up to 6 people can work together to catch their 3-fish stringer. You can fish by yourself. I had somebody ask today, can you fish the pickerel tournament and then fish the Schumann too? Absolutely. You can always fish more than one tournament with us. This one, the Schumann, is catch, photo, release. Don't go out to some tournament where you're, it's biggest fish. Don't take a picture of a dead fish and send it to me. We're rejecting it. I want to see fresh, clean, cold water fish. Let's get them back. Let's let them get through the wintertime and come back here and spawn. We've had a great season and a lot of fishing out there, but we need to conserve these fish because DNR, I don't think, is doing the job for us. Ultimately, get out there and have some fun. So Dale Kuhn, Dale from Fisherman Jig Guide Service, thank you so much. He said anybody that needs assistance with the app or the tournament info, reach out to him. He will walk you through it. It's really easy, folks. The bottom line is, if you take a picture of this fish against the ruler, take a bunch, make sure they're clear. These are the rulers, and any wooden ruler from the past event you can use. But there's the Release Sense Shimano ruler, our great friends and sponsors. Greg Shute actually printed these for us, so if you need some great printing stuff, give Greg a call. But you can get these rulers down at Buzz's. You can get them at All Tackle. They're at Tochterman's. They're at Island Tackle, and they're at District Angling down in Alexandria. So, again, Chesapeake Bay. So I mentioned BKD, discount good through the 10th. So register by the 10th, you get 25% off. You do the math, big enough order, you already paid for yourself, getting into your tournament. And we talked about it the other night. Where are they? Boss. Big fish. Like big baits. The Boss BKD. Get them out there. All right. And then I got another great announcement. So a lot of times we have fly fishing divisions in a lot of our tournaments. So for the Schumann, our great friends at Sims are going to step up, and one lucky fly angler is getting a $250 gift certificate to Sims. You catch a fish, a legal fish that you log in during the Schumann, just one. That's all it takes. And that fish is entered into a drawing. So if you've seen our raffle drawings we've done in the past, we're going to do that on we'll do that at the end of the tournament, like the 14th, whatever that is. we'll give a drawing to somebody and they'll get a $250 gift card for Sims. You could probably use that at a great retailer like District Angling. And if not, we'll get you set up with our friends at Sims. Tochterman's has Sims on the shelf. Great product. Also, if you notice in our auction, 25th anniversary hats are fresh out of the press. They're on the site. We've got a bunch of other ones over here too. Some great Sims hats, some great Sims products. In fact, I'm putting more Sims stuff up very soon. We keep rolling new products out into the auction. And then the last thing is we know it's the wintertime, right? What do you need in the winter on the boat? Number one thing you need to take care of and keep dry, your feet. Your feet. I wore a pair of Crocs yesterday fishing with Weaver, and he was just shaking his head, rightfully so. But you got to have some great boots. Mike, you need to catch a keeper rockfish. He said, going to catch the smallest schoolie on my 5-weight. A keeper. It's got to be 19. All right, so that's your goal right there. All right, so you got to have dry feet. Well, if you've been to All Tackle recently, you might have seen a stack of Grundon Deck Boss boots. They're nice, great boots to keep you dry. Guess what? Keith Frazier, All Tackle, great, just donated us a pair of boots, and they're going to be the pair you pick. And so we're going to do a random drawing of every single registrant on the 14th when we draw the fly winner. If you register for this tournament, I don't care if you catch anything, you register, you get a chance to win a pair of boots, and you go in there and pick the ones you want. So you can get a free pair of boots there. We've also got some great updates. While I'm talking about this, is almost over here. One of the last things, the pickerel tournament, ccamd.org/pickerel. Hope you saw some stuff. It just kicked off. Great promo from our friends at Anglers. Thank you, Lindsay, Sammy, and the team at Anglers. Gosh, y'all are great. If you didn't see that on their Facebook yesterday, we were talking about our day. Tom Weaver put together a great video for us. You know, pickerel's a great wintertime fishery. Well, guess what? You got to keep your neck warm too, right? So we've got these great wintertime buffs. All right. So they're the fleece bottom, and then there's the traditional buff top, like the face mask style. You know, you can wear them so many different ways. While supplies last, every single person that registers for the pickerel tournament is going to get one of these. All right. So you're getting a brand new buff. It's going to be at All Tackle for you to pick up. We are not shipping these. They will be at All Tackle. So what you will do, they're not there yet, but they will be. They will be there, and you'll be able to stop in All Tackle, take your phone, walk up to whoever's working and say, hey, this is my confirmation. I signed up for the pickerel tournament. I'm a CCA member. Boom. There's your buff. Keep your neck warm in the winter. Stay warm on the water. And we've got some other great promos coming up with All Tackle very soon, all related to your CCA membership. $35 membership, okay? If you're fishing in one of our tournaments and you're not a member, you should be. You need to be. It's the rule. Sign up for as a member. Join our tournaments with the pickerel tournament. It's $50 for members. That's life members and active members, right? You have not expired. And then it's $75 for the included when it includes your membership. So you're getting a $10 discount plus you know, and you're going to hear about what your membership gets you beyond just supporting the important work we do throughout this country. And folks always ask, how do I check and see if my membership's expired? Membership.cca. I'm typing it in the comments. Membership.joincca.org. Okay, that's our membership portal. You go there, you check. It's a login, a password. You can print your membership card. You can check your address. You can edit your profile. You can fix your mobile number, your email. The number one problem we have with our membership sometimes is we don't know how to get in touch with you because we didn't capture your right information. And so membership is so important. Sign up there, check that out. I can absolutely check your membership status for you, but guess what? $35 or in a tournament, if you're included, $25, you're getting 12 months added on no matter what your membership status is. So if you're expired, you get that, start that month. If you're not expired, we add 12 months onto the end. And so you're always adding to our membership, and that's what gives us an important voice, not only here in Maryland, not only in the region, but nationally. Membership dollars directly fuel the work we can do in DC, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize we need a lot of hardworking people in DC keeping folks straight and making sure that our resources and our anglers are taken care of for the future, because it's all about the future of our resources for those that we need to pass it on to. So with that, folks, Corey, Brian, if I can go out with somebody else, I will clean the fish and help with the gas. Well, not in the Schumann tournament because their release is, unless you're out there killing some blue cats, kill some blue cats. But no, I'm just having fun. So, all right, folks, thank you so much. Right on an hour here. I hope anybody that's followed along, we appreciate your support. Tomorrow night, we will see you at the live auction, and we'll get you this information out so everybody knows what's going on. And my number's all over our website, so just give me a shout if you need anything. Thank you very much, and good night.